following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. It's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
Well, we'll give you a little bit of an abbreviated pregame show here on Magnitude Sports as we just got everything put together in the nick of time, and we're getting ready to go here in the top of the first inning. It'll be Brennan Hammond leading things off here in the championship game. It's the West Fargo Patriots and the St. Michael Albertville Knights. And the first pitch comes in for ball one at 2:19 p.m. Temperature 84 degrees. It's more like 105 down on the turf when I was getting lineups. That one hit well to left center field and more center field. And backing up there is Hunter Palmer to make the catch for out number one.
Coming to the plate now, number 3, left field, Trey Stalker.
Trey Stalker, after Hammond flies out to center field. We'll go around the bases here for St. Michael Albertville in a little bit after I catch my breath. 1 ball, no strike here to Trey Stalker. And swing and a miss for strike 1. Hayden Olson at first, Evan Saunders at second, Matt Mollick at shortstop, and Trey Seibrandt at third. Caden Amundsen behind the plate. Dylan Byer on the mound pitching right now. And this one going to be hit right back down the third base line, and he's going to run that one out. Just barely got there by a foot or two. And that's the first hit of the game and the first runner on for West Fargo. Trey Stalker with an infield single down the third base line brings up Griffin Stahl. In the outfield, Hunter Palmer in center, Drew Luster in left, and Ryan Fisher in right. And I want to say thanks to a trio of St. Michael Albertville parents who helped me out with the name pronunciations. Once again, the batter is Griffin Stahl. He's batter 3 in the lineup here and takes the first pitch for a strike. Once again, if you haven't figured it out already, West Fargo, the visitors on the scoreboard. St. Michael Albertville, the home team on the scoreboard for this championship game in the Gopher Classic Tournament. 41st year, I think? It's in the 40s somewhere. 1 ball, 1 strike to Griffin Stahl. Now one's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner on. And that one is high for a ball. It's apparently 2 balls and 2 strikes. I must have missed a pitch somewhere. I had it as 2 and 1, but scoreboard shows 2, so it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch outside for ball 3. Oh, it is 2 and 2. My apologies. And he'll get a piece of that one. Foul it off. St. Michael Albertville 8-0 in play here at the Gopher Classic Tournament, and the same goes for the West Fargo Patriots. You got two teams on the field who are 8-0. St. Michael Albertville picked up a 4-3 win over Grand Rapids on day one of pool play. Day two of pool play, they had two games, a 5-2 win over Elkhorn, Nebraska, and an 8-2 win over Excelsior. Runner goes, and that one hit well to center field. Backing up is Palmer again, and he'll make the catch. And now racing all the way back to first is Trey Stocker. That's out number 2. That'll bring up Evan Berg.
Coming to the plate now for West Fargo, number 7. Here is Evan Berg.
Day 3 of pool play, St. Michael Albertville would pick up a 10-2 win in 6 innings over Harrisburg, South Dakota. And then their final game of pool play, they would pick up a 6-2 win over Blaneham Lake, Minnesota. So they go 5-0 in pool play. And then in the round of 16, they would pick up a 8-2 win over Stillwater. And then in the quarterfinals, they'd pick up an 11-1 win over Hickman, Nebraska. In the semifinals this morning, they won 5-0 over Millard West out of Nebraska. And now it's down to the final 2 of 96 teams. 2-1 to Evan Berg. There's a strike. And it's 2-2. Byer with pitch 14. Still upcoming as they try the pickoff attempt on Stocker at first. And there's a ball, and now we have a full count here to Evan Berg. Caleb Deere is on deck with 2 away if Berg reaches base. And the 3-2 fouled off. It'll remain 3-2. Swing and a miss for a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Dylan Byer. And that ends the inning. They leave one stranded on base, and the top half of the first is complete. It remains 0-0 here between the Patriots and the Knights. And we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, got my concession stand food ate during the break there, and I think we're ready to go. Hunter Palmer will lead things off. We'll see Matt Mollick and Caden Amundsen. Batters 1, 2, and 3 for St. Michael Albertville here in this inning. First pitch comes across as a ball. It's Carter Oline who's on the mound. And Oline will see that one fouled off for strike one to even up the count at 1 apiece. Around the bases, you got Easton Heisler catching again. Casey Clemenson at first, Caleb Deere at second, Brennan Hammond, the shortstop, Evan Berg at first. In the outfield, Nolan Dodds in center, Cooper Borkart in right, and Trey Stocker in left. One ball, one strike, as Oline winds up and delivers. That one sent to center field. Nolan Dodds is getting underneath it, and he makes the catch. Center field seems to be a theme in this game so far.
Coming to the plate now for
Matt Mollick will go to the plate now.
Matthew Mollick.
I've seen St. Michael Albertville play in a handful of games. They played once on Magnitude against the Fargo Post 400 Stars. And then I've seen them play on some other broadcasts over the last couple of years, and they're always a really good baseball team. And for the championship game, this is absolutely the biggest test for West Fargo of the entire tournament. And you couldn't ask for a better matchup between two teams 8-0. One of them will see their only loss of the tournament, and one of them will be crowned the champion of the Gopher Classic tournament. Matt Mollick, 2 balls, no strikes now, as Oline winds up and delivers the 2-0. In for a strike one. Nice blazing fastball down the middle, and when I say blazing, I mean it. It's really hot down there. Up here in the press box, there's a cool breeze, makes it feel like the upper 70s. But when you go down to that turf, it feels like 105. And anybody who has ever played on a turf field knows that turf field will collect heat. Two and two to Mollick, and he missed it on the inside edge. Almost got that Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, but not quite. Full count here to Mollick. He's the second batter. 1 up, 1 down so far here for St. Michael Albertville. And the payoff pitch. And that one hit up towards center field, going towards right center. And right behind the light stand there, making the catch is Trey Stocker for out number 2.
2 up now for the Mites. Number 1, Caden Amundsen.
So Malik flies out to right field, or left field, excuse me. And now Caden Amundsen is the batter. 2 up, 2 down here in this Gopher Classic Championship game, and a strike delivered by Carter Oline. Once again, Oline on the mound, Heisler catching, Clemenson first, Deere second, Hammond short, Berg third, Stocker left, Borkart right, Dodds center. And that one just a little bit low. 1-1 the count here to Caden Amundsen. This is a win or lose. This will be the final game for the Patriots. They have a game tomorrow back home at Young Field against Fargo Post 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Make it 2-2. And that one will skip through the backstop for a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled away, and it'll remain 3-2. Strike ball, ball fouled away in that order. And this is pitch number 7 of the at-bat here between O'Lean and Amundsen. And this one chopped down and rolls foul. So pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up. As he's fouled away the last 2 on back-to-back payoff pitches. And payoff pitch number 3 coming up as the wind starts to gust a little bit here at Veterans Field here in Minnetonka, Minnesota. Sunny sky and 83 degrees. Pitch 17 coming up for Carter O'Lean. And O'Lean will wind up and deliver. And this one right back towards O'Lean. Bats it down toward Hammond. Picks it up. Fires it over. Tags him out. And he's gone. Man, that was not the easiest play, but they got the out nonetheless. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. And the Patriots will come up to bat again when we return from the break here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back. It's the Gopher Classic Championship game here on Magnitude Sports. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Play for West Fargo, number 10, Caleb Deer.
All right, welcome back. It's Caleb Deer at the plate. Swing and miss, strike 1. And that one is hit up towards the second baseman for a 4-3 ground out.
Next up, number 21, first base, Casey Lemonson.
Casey Clemenson, the batter now. He had success in the semifinal game, going 3 for 3 with a trio of singles and a handful of RBIs. And there's another ground out.
Now up for West Fargo, number 8, Cooper Borchardt.
All right, had to take care of some things behind the scenes there, but I'm back now, and the first pitch came across for a ball. The batter's Cooper Borchardt. On deck is Easton Heisler with Nolan Dodds to follow. Borchardt and Heisler, 7 and 8 in the batting lineup here for the West Fargo Patriots. As I was just learned, this is the 44th Gopher Classic Championship game. 43 if you minus the one from 2020 that wasn't played. That one's sent back up to center field once again. Hunter Palmer is now responsible for 3 of the outs in this game. 3 of the 6 outs caught by Hunter Palmer, and that brings us now to the bottom of the second. And we still have a scoreless game here between the Patriots and the Knights. The only thing that's not a goose egg is the hit. The Patriots have 1 hit, they've left 1 on base. But the one that matters is the score, and so far that's still knotted up. Knights are up to bat next when we return from the break here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. We go to the bottom half of the second. St. Mike or Albertville will put up batters 7, 8, and 9. Check that. I'm still behind. They will not put up 7, 8, and 9. It will be...
Coming to the plate now for St. Michael Albertville, number 23, the 4-batter, Evan Saunders.
Evan Saunders. So it's batters 4, 5, and 6, the middle of the order here in the 44th Gopher Classic Championship game. Started back in 1977. That was 44 years ago, and they've played 43 tournaments in that 44 years. And now Evan Saunders reaches base via hit by a pitch. I'll bring up Trey Sybrandt.
Now batting, number 8, Trey Sybrandt.
So runner on, it's the first runner on of the game here for and a ball into the backstop will allow Saunders to reach second. On deck is Drew Luster. Luster, batter 6 in the lineup. We'll see him for sure this inning, as the first runner has now moved into scoring position for either team in this game. We'll see if the Knights can capitalize on the opportunity or not. Here's the pitch. It looked like he was showing bunt and then pulled it back up. As the pitch came across to the outside for a ball, we'll see if he squares up again here on this 2-0 pitch. And he will. And he will miss the bunt. Strike 1. St. Michael Albertville, kind of in a white and blue camouflage style of jersey. And this one will be bunted, and it takes some weird hop. And up to first, they got. No, they did not. I thought the throw got there first, but apparently he beat him out. Man, that was really, really close. From my vantage point, I had the straight look down the first base line. It certainly looked like the throw got there maybe a split second before the runner did, but the official was much closer than I was, and he said he was safe, so we'll go with that. And now there are runners on the corners here for St. Michael Albertville with nobody out. And that one's popped up and fouled away for a strike. So Sybrandt is on with a bunt single. Goes into the books as the first hit of the game for St. Michael Albertville. And this one right into the hands of Caleb Deere. Over to first. They got it. A 4-6-3 double play. Run will score, though, on the 4-6-3 double play, so they'll trade a run for 2 outs as Sanders comes in from third. And now it's a 1-0 game in favor of St. Michael Albertville. That one, it did hit him. It looked like it hit the turf before it hit him, but he'll advance to first, and that will load the bases. No, it won't. I forgot to take off the other 2 runners after that double play.
Coming to the plate now, Hayden Frank.
Come on, Frank!
Hayden Frank the batter now. 0-1 the count here to Hayden Frank. Two balls and 1 strike. We're 25 minutes into the ball game now. St. Michael Albertville leads 1-0. And now in every game of bracket play, West Fargo will have to play from behind once again. I'm sure nobody is nervous at this point in time. Though this is a big test. Playing a really good team, and that one will sneak through. Sneaks through the 5-6 hole into left field for a base hit. Puts 2 runners on. Hayden Frank on with a single that brings up Ryan Fisher, bringing us to the number 9 batter in the lineup. 2 away. All they need is 1 out. Hunter Palmer moves into the on-deck circle, and Ryan Fisher will face pitch number 30 from Carter O'Lean. And he'll pop it up. Casey Clemenson getting underneath it, and he makes the catch, and that retires St. Michael Albertville here in the bottom half of the second. They strand 2 on base, and they get a 1 hit. As Fisher pops out to Clemenson in foul territory, and they'll bring up 8-9-1 for the West Fargo Patriots. Easton Heisler, Nolan Dodds, Brennan Hammond, Dylan Byer will toss pitch 20 when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports.
Heisler, Dodds, and Hammond.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Welcome back. 1-0 in favor of the St. Michael Albertville Knights here on Magnitude Sports with 2 innings complete. Dylan Byer with pitch 20 here. The batter is Easton Heisler. Takes it for a strike, and on 20 pitches, 7 balls and 13 strikes. Unofficially, according to my numbers, are 28 minutes into the ball game now. One and one the count. I want to say hi to Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina. I want to say hi to the many family and fans watching back in the Fargo, West Fargo, Moorhead area. I want to say hi to the local newspaper, who I'm pretty sure writes their articles off watching the Magnitude broadcast. That's not a complaint. Strikeout there for Heisler. That's the second strikeout delivered by Dylan Byer. And Nolan Dodd steps up to the plate now for the West Fargo Patriots. Patriots, no ones on run hit. St. Mike at Albertville, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors for either team, and a bunt down the third base line. They were not expecting that, and they'll throw him out. A 1-3 ground out on a bunt attempt by Nolan Dodds, and that's out number 1, and that'll bring up Brennan Hammond as we return to the top of the order now. Hammond 0 for 1, flying out to Hunter Palmer in center field last time he was at the plate. And the pitch is in for the strike, 0-1. Dylan Byer, 17 strikes on 25 tosses so far. He's tossed 26. That's in for just a little bit high for a ball, 1-1. Hammond delivers one to left field, and that one it's caught by the center fielder, Hunter Palmer. What a play by Hunter Palmer out in center field, and that ends the inning. Or ends the top half of the third, I should say. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 30 minutes into the ball game, Hammond flying out to the center fielder in left field. And that brings up batters 1, 2, and 3 for St. Michael Albertville. Hunter Palmer, Matt Mollick, and Caden Amundsen when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. We head to the bottom of the third now. Hunter Palmer's the batter. Flies out center field. Nolan Dodds is there for the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Matt Mollick will try his luck against Carter O'Lean.
Coming to the plate now for St. Michael Albertville, Matt Mollick.
And a strike is called there on Matt Mollick. He flew out to Trey Stocker in left field last time he was at the plate. And now he's going to go to right field. Cooper Borkart. No, actually coming back was Caleb Deere, the second baseman, to make the catch in middle of the right, in mid right field. And that's out number 2.
For St. Michael, number 1, Caden Amundsen.
Caden Amundsen steps up to the plate now. Carter O'Lean with pitch number 4 of the inning. And that one missed everybody. Past the batter over the left shoulder of Easton Heisler and right shoulder of the official into the backstop. Ball 1, pitch number 5 of the inning coming up. Strike, 1-1. We saw Peyton Jancy finish off Manitoba on 7 pitches. And Carter O'Lean got 2 outs on 3 pitches. And now he gets 3 outs on 6 pitches. It's a 6-pitch inning for Carter O'Lean. And that ends the 3rd inning as they go 1-2-3 on the line drive out to the third baseman, Evan Berg. And we are still a 1-0 game here. Zeros across the board. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
West Fargo, Stalker, Stahl, and Berg, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new, fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players...
All right, we'll come out of the break a little early there. Trey Stocker steps up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single. Swing and a miss here for strike 1. It was a bunt single down the third base line. This one chopped down the third base line as well. Will he run it out again? Yes, he will. He is safe. Back-to-back infield hits for Trey Stocker. As the throw didn't quite make it to first on time, and Hayden Olson had to take a couple steps forward to complete the catch.
Number 15, Griffin Stahl, and here.
Griffin Stahl 0 for 1, flied out to center field, and now he's going to go to center field again. That one might be a little bit tougher, and that one will drop for a hit. And that'll push Trey Stocker up to second.
Now coming to the plate for West Fargo, third baseman number 7, Evan Berg.
It's now 2 runners on with nobody out. It's the 3rd hit of the game for West Fargo. And Evan Berg went down swinging on strikes last time he was at the plate. As a result, he's 0 for 1 here in the championship game. And the pitch, and looked like he was squaring up for a bunt, but then the pitch came outside, pulled the bunt back, and it's ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. Evan Berg will square up. And Dylan Byer will kind of wave the ball in the air and wave Griffin Stahl back over to first. And now time is called as the West Fargo coach will ask to have a chat with his runners really quick. And he probably saw the last game and said, hey, let's meet behind the post. So we won't zoom in on that because everybody knows what a post looks like. Trey Stocker on second. Griffin Stahl on first. Evan Berg, the batter. Caleb Deere is on deck. It's 2 balls and no strikes. And Dylan Byer will toss pitch 32. He has 20 strikes on 31 pitches so far. Squares up for the bunt. And now back to second. Safe at second. So still nobody out, and whatever was discussed apparently didn't quite go as planned. Caden Amundsen quick to fire up towards second, and Trey Stocker lucky to get around the tag and stay on base. Strike is thrown for 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Evan Berg. That one's hit hard to left. And it's going to go fair into the corner. Tying the game is Trey Stocker. Griffin Stahl moves into third, and it's a 1-run double for Evan Berg.
Going to the plate now for West Fargo. Second base number 10. Deere.
The game is now tied, and 2 runners in scoring position, and another base hit for West Fargo could put them in good shape moving into the bottom of the 4th. Still nobody out. A big opportunity here that West Fargo can't take a chance on wasting. And the pitch comes outside for ball 2. Deere 0 for 1, grounded out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate. In a 1-1 ball game here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. That one's popped up, giving chase towards the West Fargo dugout, but it will fall down inside the dugout. Fouled away pitch makes it 2-1. Once again, Griffin Stahl on third, Evan Berg on second. The runners on for West Fargo. And Caleb Deere, the batter. 2-1, fouls it away, 2-2. That one's heading foul as well, and Caleb Deere stays alive. That one's hit right towards the second baseman. Saunders, he fires it over to Olsen for the 4-3 ground out, and runners will stay put at second and third, and that's out number 1. Casey Clemenson now will be the next batter. 0 for 1, grounded out to second on his last at bat. Fouls this one away for strike 1. 42 minutes into the 44th Gopher Classic Championship game between the West Fargo Patriots and the St. Micah Albertville Knights. 0-1. And that one hit right up the middle. It's a diamond cutter, and coming in to score is Griffin Stahl. Rounding third from second is Evan Berg, and the plate is too high. The throw to the plate is too high, and now 2-run score. West Fargo takes a 3-1 lead.
Next up for West Fargo, number 8, Cooper Borghardt.
And now we'll have a visit to the mound here for St. Michael Albertville. And it'll just be a conversation at the moment here. There's one out. West Fargo has plated 3 here in the top of the 4th to take a 3-1 lead. 1 earlier in the inning, and then the 2 that scored just a moment ago. We're 44 minutes into the 44th Gopher Classic Championship game now. So instead of Cooper Borghardt, it's going to be, let's see here, Matt Heupel. Matt Heupel will take over the number 7 spot in the lineup here for West Fargo. And the pitch, and you'll see that one come in for a ball, 1-0. Runner on second is Casey Clemenson. There's a strike, 1-1. And that one's fouled away for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now here to Matt Heupel. Easton Heisler is on deck. As long as no double plays happen, we'll see Heisler next. And that one also up the middle, and it sneaks by a diving Matt Maulick. Rounding third from second is Clemenson. The throw's coming in home. He slides in safely, and it's 4-1. And advancing to second is Matt Heupel. Back-to-back hits up the middle, score back-to-back RBI runs. 2 on the first one, 1 there.
That batter was a substitution. It's number 24, Matt Heupel. Now we're going to be a substitute runner.
I believe it's Caleb Deere. I think number 10.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Cooper Borghardt, actually. So Cooper Borghardt will come in and run for Matt Heupel, as it's starting to rain now here at Veterans Field. Might be able to hear that in our field mics. So I take a look at the updated weather. Partly cloudy and 84 degrees right now. No official rain in the forecast yet, but that one's hit well to left, and it will drop foul.
Substitute batter lineup. This is number 12, Peyton Jancy.
Peyton Jancy steps into the 8th spot in the lineup here for West Fargo. Nolan Dodds is the scheduled batter. We'll see if he comes up next or not. Strike 2. Oh, 2. Missed it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Peyton Jancy normally plays the catcher position for West Fargo. Swaps games between him and Easton Heisler. That one's fouled away, and it's good for an extra pitch. I'm sure that rain is welcome. It looks like it's kind of stopped raining now. It's been a short little spurt of rain. Certainly looks cooler down on the field. Whether it actually is cooler is another question. fouled away, and it remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And 2-2. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming up here. Yes, it is Nolan Dodds who's on deck. This one hit towards the shortstop Malik. He will fire it over to first, and that is out number 2. Advancing to third is Cooper Borkart.
Now coming to the plate for West Fargo in the 9-hole, number 2, Nolan Dodds.
Nolan Dodds 0 for 1. Thrown out on a bunt attempt down the third base line. A nice play by the pitcher Dylan Byer to make that out happen. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Brennan Hammond moves into the on-deck circle, and that would return us to the top of the order here if Nolan Dodds can reach base. West Fargo has a run 90 feet away from making it a 5-1 ball game. Right now they're up 4-1. I know West Fargo would like to see them put that 5th run across the plate here in this inning, but St. Michael Albertville will not make that easy. Fouled away, 1 ball, 1 strike to count now. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one grounded, and it ricochets off the glove of the third baseman. And Cooper Borkart's going to score, and that's going to be an RBI single for Nolan Dodds. There will be no error charged on that play. At least I don't think there will be.
Back to the top of the order for West Fargo, number 5, Brennan.
So Nolan Dodds the runner on first, and now we have a visit to the mound, and this might prompt a pitching change. Let's see. And it will. He will ask for the ball, and Dylan Byer's day will come to an end with 54 pitches, 17 balls, and 37 strikes, according to my numbers. And the new pitcher appears to be right there already for St. Michael Albertville. We'll try and get a jersey number and fill you in on who that is. So, still waiting to catch a glimpse of the jersey number there, and it is number 12, I believe. No, yes, number 12. It's Matt Malik who pitching for St. Michael Albertville, and that means we have a new second baseman. Or I checked that, it means we have a new shortstop, excuse me. Just going to double check the roster here and make sure there's not a number 2 on the roster. There is a number 2 on the roster, but I think it's number 12. We'll take a quick timeout, come back and give you confirmation on that here in just a moment. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, it is indeed Matt Malik on the mound. So Dylan Byer will be responsible for Nolan Dodds on first. Pitch comes into the backstop. Taking off for second is Nolan Dodds. If Dodds comes around and scores, then we can close the book on Dylan Byer. One ball, no strike. 5 runs on 7 hits. All 5 runs have come here in the top of the 4th. Ball 2. We're 53 minutes into the ball game now. And that one's high for ball 3. High and out. Once again, the runner on second is Nolan Dodds. We have a new shortstop too, and I'll try and get confirmation on who that is momentarily here. And a strike. And that one's outside for ball 4. So now 2 runners on. First and second on a 4-pitch walk to Hammond. And Trey Stocker 2 for 2 with 2 singles. One of them a bunt down the third base line, one of them a quarter swing down the third base line. And he reached base on both of those attempts. And that pitch is high for a ball 1. 5 pitches and 5 balls from Matt Mollick. He has not thrown a strike yet. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. Griffin Stahl moves into the on-deck circle here for West Fargo. That one's hit well to left field, and it's over the head of the left fielder. Nolan Dodds will score. Hammond rounds third from first and scores, and they plate 2 more, and it's 7-1. Drew Luster reached for it, and it just went over his glove by about an inch and rolled all the way to the wall, and it goes into the books as a 2-run double for Trey Stocker.
Coming to the plate now for West Fargo. Designated hitter number 15, Griffin Stahl.
Some more 2-out magic here for the West Fargo Patriots. Stahl 1 for 2, fly out to center and a single to center. And that one comes in for ball 2. And it's ball 3, and I don't care how good of a baseball team you are. When you're down 7 and your pitcher's tossing balls, that's not a good sign. There's a strike, and that's a good sign for St. Michael Albertville. I say that with respect, of course. Trey Stocker standing on second, and the momentum 100% with West Fargo at the moment. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. 1 runner on. And that one hit well to right, deep to right, and it's going back, and it is not gone. Oh, it is gone. They're going to call a home run on that. It's going to be a 2-run home run for Griffin Stahl. I thought for a moment it was going to drop foul, but the referee spun his hand around in the air, and it's a home run, a 2-run blast for Griffin Stahl to right field. And now it's 9-1.
For West Fargo. Third base, number 7, Evan Berg.
I can guarantee you that I'm not the only one who's going to look at the replay on that one. Evan Berg, the batter, 1 for 2, struck out swinging. Then he doubled down the third base line into left field last time he was up, and that was actually earlier this inning. Here's a little hard hit ball. 2 bounces to Sobriety. And he missed it. That'll be an error charge to the first baseman. And now he's going to pump the brakes at second. So Evan Berg will reach on an error. Caleb Deere steps up to the plate now.
Now going to the plate for West Fargo, number 10, Caleb Deere.
Caleb Deere with a pair of groundouts, both of them to second base. Both of them 4-3 groundouts. West Fargo with a very impressive top of the 4th inning. And they've done most of the work on 2 outs. And that will likely be the 3rd out here. And that is the second baseman, Evan Saunders, making the catch. That'll bring us to the middle of the 4th. They leave check that. They leave 1 stranded on base.
Up for St. Michael Albertville in the bottom of the 4th. Score at the turn is 9-1.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, welcome back. St. Michael Albertville with a big hill to climb. They're down 9-1 after West Fargo plates 9 in the top of the 4th. First pitch comes low for a ball. 1-0 here to Evan Saunders, who's 0 for 0. He was hit by a pitch last time he was at the plate. And Saunders fouls that one down the first base side. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one hit the second, and that drops foul. Or right is what I meant to say, and it drops foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't know what that was. It wasn't thunder, but it sounded like it. There's actually a construction company out behind, off my, if I'm looking at home plate, behind my left shoulder, working on some stuff. Was a little bit of rain here for about maybe 5 minutes or so, and other than that, it's been dry and warm. And another fouled away pitch, and it remains 1-2 here to the batter, Evan Saunders. O'Lean, 27 strikes on 42 pitches so far here for West Fargo. He'll wind up with pitch 43. That one's high for ball 16. And ball 2 to the batter, Saunders. A ball, followed by a trio of fouled away hits, and then another ball. That one's going to be popped up. And the center fielder, Nolan Dodds, makes the catch. That's 1 out. Brings up Trey Cybrant.
For St. Michael Albertville, the 5 hitter, number 8, Trey Cybran.
Reached on a bunt last time he was at the plate. Takes the pitch for a ball, 1-0. Cardoline with pitch 45 right here. That one's hit hard. One bouncer into the glove of Evan Berg. He fires it over, and that's an out. 5-3 ground out. Evan Berg to Clemenson for out number 2.
Coming to the plate
Now
for
Drew
St. Michael
Luster.
Albertville. Left fielder number 4, Drew Luster.
He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to Caleb Deere, the second baseman, on a 4-3 last time he was at the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch from Moline. A little high, ball 1. Remember, 8-1 rule after 5 is in effect right now, according to the tournament rules. And we're in the bottom of the 4th. And now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I'll check that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. With 2 outs. Moline inside. Ball 2. 2-2. Ball, strike, strike, ball. Okay, it's 3-1. And I thought that might have been it, but I was just going with what the scoreboard said in the outfield. So, and now they'll walk Drew Luster on the 3-1 pitch. Puts a runner on for Hayden Olson, who was hit by a pitch last time he was at the plate.
Coming to the plate now, number 9, Hayden Olson.
That moves Hayden Frank into the on-deck circle. Hayden Olson is batter 7 in the lineup. Hayden Frank is batter 8 in the lineup. 1 hour and 5 minutes into the ball game now, and a 1 ball, no strike count here to Hayden Olson. That was pitch 51. This is pitch 52 for Moline. Now misses outside for ball 2. 3:25 local time. In about 2 hours from now at 5:30, we'll have Kindred, post 117, taking on the Castleton Haymakers on Magnitude Sports. Close call at first there. In addition to the Kindred Castleton game, we'll also have the Fargo Post 400 Stars in a doubleheader with East Grand Forks. In both of those games, the Kindred Castleton and the Post 400 East Grand Forks game start at 5:30 on Magnitude Sports. Josh and Nick will have the call, or actually Brad and Nick will have the call
Now coming to the plate,
on the Kindred Castleton game.
spot, number 10, designated hitter Hayden Frank. Incorrect.
And Eric Tianson and Chris Hubden will be on the Stars and East Grand Forks game. And I'll be here until this game finishes. Dylan Byer steps into the number 8 spot in the lineup here for St. Michael Albertville. And that pitch will get called a strike, and it's 2-1 here to Dylan Byer. Two runners on. You got Drew Luster on second, Hayden Olson on first, and strike 2 to Dylan Byer. Pair of balls and a pair of strikes, and the count's 2 balls, 2 strikes as a result. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. And the 2-2. And And that is going to miss outside for ball 3. We're going to get confirmation on that Stars East Grand Forks game. I just received word that there's a possibility that game may have been canceled. So I'm going to try and find out. And there's a strikeout. We'll try and find out during the break. That's the first strikeout of the game here for the West Fargo Patriots. And they go now to the top of the 5th looking for some insurance runs. Remember, the 8-1 rule after 5 is in effect at the moment. So they'll look for some insurance runs to make it a little bit tougher for St. Michael Albertville coming up here after the break here on Magnitude Sports. 4 complete in the 44th Gopher Classic Championship game. And the West Fargo Patriots have a commanding 9-1 lead over the St. Michael Albertville Knights. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, just missed the first pitch, and it came across for ball 1. Casey Clemenson, 1 for 2, ground out to second, and a double to center field. 2 balls and no strikes to Casey Clemenson now. I'm still waiting on confirmation on the Stars East Grand Forks game. I just got a rumor via text that that game may have been canceled, so we're trying to get confirmation on that. Swing and a miss for a strike. As far as I know, the Kindred Castleton game will still be on at 5:30 today here on Magnitude Sports. And this one grounded out towards Cybrant. He will fire it over, and it's an erred throw. That arrow will be charged to the third baseman, and that will allow Clemenson to reach base.
Now coming to the plate for West Fargo, number 8, Cooper Borkart.
And last time Cooper Borkart was supposed to come to the plate, he'd be swapped out with Matt Heupel, and now Cooper Borkart will re-enter the lineup at the number 7 spot in the batting lineup here for West Fargo. 9-1, 9 runs on 9 hits, and 2 St. Michael Albertville errors. And the pitch comes in for a strike, and it's 0-1 here to Cooper Borkart. He's 0 for 1 as well, flied out to center field back in the second inning, I believe it was. And that one fouled off for strike 2. Kind of hard to see the jersey numbers on those blue and white camouflage jerseys, so I still don't know who's playing the shortstop position for the Knights. And that one's fouled away, and it'll remain a 2-strike count. Or remain a 1-ball, 2-strike count, I should say. Pitch 23 coming up from Malik. Casey Clemenson, the runner on first, and the pitch, and that one's hit, and it'll sneak by the diving shortstop. See if we can find out who that is.
Now coming to bat for West Fargo, number 14, Easton Heisler.
Looks like it's number 2 or 12. I couldn't quite see if there was a 1 in front of that 2. It's got to be number 2 because number 12's pitching, so. Benny Babel is the shortstop. 0-1, the count now here. Easton Heisler taking over the 8 spot that Peyton Jancy batted in last time around. So they have a runner and score. They have the insurance run that they're looking for in scoring position on second. A big swing and a miss there for Heisler, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Easton Heisler. And that one will skip across the turf for ball 3. Nolan Dodds is the scheduled batter on deck. And it will be Nolan Dodds who will come up to the plate next. And that one's popped up, fouled away, and will remain a 3-2 count. The 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up for number 14, Easton Heisler. I believe the magnitude record for most pitches for an at-bat is 24. 15 of those were fouled away. And that one's going to center field. It might drop. It might drop, and it does drop. And they'll hold the brakes on Clemenson at third, and it loads the bases on another hit and a base single hit, a base hit single for Easton Heisler, and now Nolan Dodds steps up to the plate.
West Fargo in the 9th spot, number 2, Nolan Dodds.
Bases loaded, Nolan Dodds. Brennan Hammond, who hit a grand slam yesterday, is on the on-deck circle. And the pitch, that one's going to be popped up, and that could be the first out of the inning. And they're going to call the infield fly, so it's an out nonetheless, and they will indeed make the catch. It's Babel making the catch. So Dodds is out on the infield fly rule.
Top of the order now for West Fargo, number 5, Brennan.
Brennan Hammond takes the first pitch for ball 1. In the round of 16 game against Omaha Burke, Brennan Hammond sent a grand slam to left field. He's got the bases loaded now here in this 9-1 game. In that game, West Fargo scored 9 runs in the first and 7 runs in the second inning. They would go on to win that game by the score of 17-2. Quick 3 balls, no strike count here to Brennan Hammond, who's 0 for 2 today with 2 flyouts to left field, 1 to center, left center, and a walk last time he was at the plate. And there is strike 1. And the pitch in for strike 2, and it's a full count. And it was a 3-2 pitch that he hit the grand slam on. We'll see if he can do it again. Not to put too much pressure on him. And he'll pop it up. Foul off the first base side and out of play. And that one is hit towards left. It's going to, he's got to hurry up, and it will drop for a hit. And scoring from third is Casey Clemenson in a close play at third, and they got him out. 1 run will score. Casey Clemenson will score. Cooper Borkout out at third. Brennan Hammond on with an RBI single that moves Easton Heisler up to second. So I'll take the runner off third. Trey Stocker, the batter, 3 for 3. Pair of infield singles and a double to left field. And he's going to go to left field again. And that one is caught this time by Drew Luster. And that is out number 3. So we go to the middle of the 5th, and West Fargo gets 1 more. And now the Knights have to score at least 2 to force the top of the 6th. We'll see if they can get those 2 runs when we return after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
2 men left on.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, we rejoin you now here in the bottom of the 5th. Ryan Fisher, batter 9, along with batters 1 and 2. We'll see for sure this inning. And the first pitch from Moline is in for strike 1 on Ryan Fisher, who's 0 for 1. Popped out to foul territory to the first baseman, Casey Clemenson, last time he was at the plate. And now he pops out, and that one could be in the glove of Clemenson. He'll be called off by Caleb Deere, and he'll make the grab, and that's out number 1.
Top of the order now for St. Michael Albertville, number 5, Hunter Palmer, center field.
2 pitches, 1 out. He had a 6-pitch inning a couple innings ago. No balls, or 0 for 2 for Hunter Palmer. A couple of flyouts to Nolan Dodds in center field. And that pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. And that one will miss for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, sent to center field. And making the catch is Nolan Dodds. That's out number 2.
Out number 2, next up.
And now the West Fargo Patriots are 1 out away from being the 2022 Gopher Classic champions. One ball, no strike here to Matt Mollick, who's 0 for 2. A fly out to left, a fly out to right. And it was actually Caleb Deere who caught that one, and now he might fly out to center. And he flies out to left. Trey Stocker makes the catch. The West Fargo Patriots are your 2022 Gopher Classic champions.
West Hartford 10, St. Michael 1 in 5 innings. Congratulations to West Fargo. Appreciate both teams participating in the Gopher Classic championship round today. Thank you fans. Have a great day, Fargo.
The West Fargo Patriots 9-0 in the Gopher Classic as they pick up the championship here in the 2022 and the 44th/43rd Gopher Classic tournament. Nine runs in the top of the fourth, and they only needed one of those 9 runs to win this game. Well, I guess that's not entirely true because we'd still be playing if it was 2-1, but we'd be playing for 2 more innings if that was the case. The coaches shake hands, the players shake hands, and now the West Fargo Patriots will have a quick chat and probably head out for steak dinners later. It's been an awesome tournament, and I guess I have no further words, but there it is. They raise up the trophy, and the West Fargo Patriots are the 2022 Gopher Classic champions. They'll head out into right field and have a team discussion, and that will conclude our coverage here at the Gopher Classic tournament. For all of our sponsors and for West Fargo Baseball and Post 400 Baseball for making this possible, we certainly appreciate everything that all of our sponsors have done, and all the sponsors that you've heard about in this broadcast. We ask that you patronize those businesses when you have the opportunity to do so. Your final score, once again, the West Fargo Patriots 10, St. Michael Albertville Knights 1. That will do it for our broadcast. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow when the West Fargo Patriots head back to West Fargo at Young Field, and they will take on Fargo Post 2 in a doubleheader that starts at either 5 or 5:30. I'd have to double check my schedule. And we'll have that game for you here on Magnitude Sports. Have a good evening.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.